Well, hello, this is Vicki. I'm back again with a great way to use your sourdough discard, also known as liquid gold in my book, because the discard from your feeding your sourdough starter is just so good, and it makes so many recipes just shine. What I'm going to do tonight is sourdough crackers. They are delicious. We love them. I'm going to make 2 batches tonight, but I'm just going to show you one. First, we're going to start with 2 tablespoons, and I think I got about 2.5 this time, of melted butter, and I do use real butter. Then I'm going to bring it over here to my scale, and we're going to zero it out, and I'm going to add 100 grams of my sourdough discard. That's what it looks like, and depending on how often you bake, every time you feed your starter, you're going to have some discard. So we're going to mix this in here. We're going to measure this up to 100. I actually got about 115. That is just fine. We're going to go ahead and whisk this up. Again, super easy. There's only a few ingredients in this at all. You just work that starter and your butter together. There it is. Easy peasy. Now you're going to add your seasoning of choice. And we happen to like this. This is from Kinder's. It's a garlic truffle seasoning, and I just sprinkled some in, maybe half a teaspoon or so. Just give it a good shake. It's going to look like that, but you can use garlic salt. You can use a lot of different things to give it flavor, but we're going to mix that in, and it smells so good. Just delicious. Next, we're going to add some Parmesan, and I get the big containers of shredded Parmesan at Sam's, and I'm going to add about a half a cup, a nice handful. So it's going to look like this. It's very thick. Let's see if I can get you, there's a good shot of it. It's very thick. And next we're going to spread that out on some parchment lined cookie sheets. This is actually the hardest part. It's just getting it spread out, because you want it very thin. I'm going to have it cover just about the entire cookie sheet here by the time I'm done. So we're just going to spread it, and you just got to kind of hold on to that parchment paper. And again, our goal is to get this as thin as possible. There we go. I do sometimes use my bench scraper. I don't think I grabbed it. Here's one. I just have this little tiny one, and we're going to continue to spread this out. Let's see. These are just so good. Oh my goodness. And you could make these sweet crackers or savory. You could do like a cinnamon sugar type of a cracker, of course without the garlic. Or you can do all kinds of different savory ones with different seasonings. Put that over there. Just about got it here. I do always go through and kind of clean up the edges as well, so that I have nice crackers with nice sides. My sister Sherry has started making crackers like this, and they're just so good. Oh, we're getting close now on these. Okay, again, your goal is to make them as kind of as even as possible. That way they're going to bake all at the same crispness. I'm hoping you can see what I think we have a pretty good view of what I'm doing here. Okay, so that is pretty good. I would say pretty good to go. And the last thing we're going to do is add our Trader Joe's bagel seasoning, everything but the bagel seasoning, that makes everything taste good. We're just going to give it a nice little sprinkle here. so that you can see it. Just make sure it's kind of evenly covered. Ooh, that smells so good. Okay, there you go. We're gonna pop this into the oven at 325 for 10 minutes, and I'll be back. I'm gonna pull it out and score it with a pizza cutter, and then we'll bake it for another 25 minutes or so. So I'll be back here in a little bit, but we'll see you in a minute. Okie dokie, we are back, and in the 10 minutes since I last saw you, I actually mixed up 2 more batches of crackers. This just goes by so quickly. So our next step, and these are hot, so be careful you don't burn yourself. This is what it looks like. It is partially baked. It has kind of an opaque color now instead of the white color. And we are just gonna take our pizza cutter and cut it. I cut it, you can cut it however you want. For us, I like to cut them in some nice larger size crackers, and then we're gonna just cut it in 6. Let's see, let's go this way. But again, you can cut it however you want, but this is how I do it. And then we're gonna put it back in after we score it, and it's gonna bake for about 20 to 30 minutes. And of course, I'm baking these at 325 is what my temperature is. So again, easy peasy, so good, and these are just delicious. I know this is going to be difficult to see, but you can kind of see the score lines in there. These are they're like about the size of a saltine cracker, and that just seems to work for us. Okay, I'll be back as soon as they're done. Well, the timer went off, and we're back with our gorgeous sourdough discard Trader Joe everything but the bagel crackers. They are so good. They just smell delightful. So these are pretty hot. I'm just going to slide them off on their parchment onto a cooling rack. I've got 2 of my 3 recipes are already done. They are so easy to do. So these are going to be perfect on a charcuterie board, and I've got a little one started here that I think it'll go on beautifully. And so we're going to let it cool just a little bit. But before I let you go, I just wanted to say some other good uses for your sourdough discard, or liquid gold as we like to call it. Our pancakes are delicious made with sourdough discard. So our bagels, pretzels, waffles, all kinds of things. You can make cookies with it. There's just, the world is your oyster when it comes to that. So let's take just a second and put some on our plate. I just want you to see they are crisp and very thin. As they cool, they will just get tastier and tastier, but that's what they look like. Just add a piece of cheese on the top and you've got a great snack. Yum. So I hope you'll give sourdough discard crackers a try. Again, you can personalize it to whatever you would like to have it be. Our recipe again was, let me just get it. I should know it by hand, by memory. 2 tablespoons melted butter, 100 grams of sourdough discard. Seasoning, tonight we used our Kinder's garlic truffle seasoning, and that just shake that in there. About 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of Parmesan, and then we use Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning on top. And easy peasy to make. I made 3 recipes of it here in probably 30 minutes at the most, and most of that time is just baking time. So easy peasy. I hope you'll give these a try. Be sure to follow our page. We would love to come to you live, and we're working to build our community up so that we can do that. But we hope you find value in this, and love having you in my kitchen. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.